Okay. So we officially are starting. I am CountessRose, and I'm joined by Watchful Pony. He agreed to sit with me while I continue working on this monster.
Greetings, Ponies and Pegasus.
So, yeah. This is what we are working on tonight. We're continuing my Wendigo. We are probably going to try and get the background done tonight is the goal.
Oh, that's what that is. It's a Wendigo?
Yeah, that is my interpretation of Wendigo. My attempt. Yay, homework.
Oh, that's pretty good so far.
Yeah. This took me 3 weeks to model. And I swear if I see another... I am tired of ZBrush so much, but I still have like another model to finish. I actually posted a picture of what I was working on Twitter like 2 days ago. The amount of time I spent on that one section drove me insane.
Yeah. I'd imagine it did.
Yeah. I found it hilarious. Me and Fire Scales, my friend, were both working at the same time, and we were both doing braids because we having to do these biped characters for our final, and we were both both of our characters have the hairs in braids, and we were doing it 2 separate ways, and hers turned out so much better. I'm just like, okay.
I'm not jealous. I'm totally jealous.
Gosh darn it, I love her to pieces, but she is too good. Too good, too good. Oh, my. That's terrifying. Okay. So, Watchful, you got anything planned for the hiatus?
I've got a couple plans. For starters, as soon as the new year comes, I gotta do my 3-year anniversary, and the people have spoken, I'm gonna be doing Bun's Adventure.
Awesome. Like button mash?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I can see why people voted for it. There aren't a lot of reviews of it online.
Yeah, well, it was kind of sad that it got pulled.
Yeah.
That was like one of the first things when I got Fire Scales into MLP. One of the first things that she found, I think, by herself, and she was like, "Why isn't there more of this?" Because they got a cease and desist. She's like, "Aw."
Yeah. But what can you do? Hasbro is a company after all.
Hasbro is a company, and if something looks too close to their show style, they're going to be like, "Hey, we don't need this game mixed up with our shit." So, no you.
Yeah. Not every company can be as cool as Sega.
Yeah. Sega's What did Sega do?
Well, you know that Sonic remastered that's like the original games but with a modern game engine? The guys who made that originally made a Sonic ROM hack. They got cease and desisted by Sega, but then said, "Look, we're sorry, but we can't have you using our properties, but how about you come work for us and make a game?"
That's cool.
Yeah, that is really cool of them.
Yeah, I was like, hey, we can use this. Now, if only more companies had that mindset.
Yeah. It is nice to see more companies are using the internet rather than working against it.
Yeah, it's like, hey, it's not going away anytime soon.
It's mostly a lot of Hollywood just being afraid of what the internet's gonna do when this has happened 3 times before and it's never killed the movie industry.
Yeah, it's like, guys, we're still gonna come and watch your stuff. It's just make decent shit. Oh, goodness. Come on, stop lagging. I know I'm running 5 programs and you're complaining. It might help if I turn on the... There we go. I've been meaning to ask you, who did your vectors, by the way?
Oh, Silverquill, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have him as a $50 on Patreon, and that was one of the rewards.
Oh, cool. Maybe I should do that once I'm not broke anymore.
Be warned, like, he likes to put a lot of effort into it, so you might end up waiting a while, but it was really worth it as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah.
Poor guy's even going out of his way to make brand new vectors of my new OC.
You got a new
I'm
OC?
redesigning it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm redesigning my OC.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Look forward to seeing it.
hang on. I had Sapphire do like a base picture. Spirit's doing the vectors, but Sapphire made like the base picture for her to work off of. Hang on, I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
So you completely going away from the pony?
Oh, not completely. It's supposed to be a dragon pony.
Okay.
Yeah, A, because we don't have literally next to none of them in the community, and B, I wanted to do something familiar but different at the same time to give myself more of an identity.
You and Fire Skills get along probably very well then.
Wait, who?
On my channel I have the Two Mirrors Review, and Fire Skills is my co-host.
Oh, yeah,
and she is a Dragon Pony Alicorn.
Oh god, all the OPs.
She kind of went cinematic with her backstory. The first episode of Two Mirrors Review, we actually discussed our backstories, and hers took, no joke, half an hour.
Half an hour?
To explain.
Oh.
Like, that first episode was an hour and 15 minutes, I believe, if correct. And, like, half of it is just talking about her OC. Backstory, not even the character design.
Oh, God. Even post-transformation, I think my backstory is barely gonna crack 10 minutes.
Oh, my. But yeah, if you ever have, like, an hour to kill, and you want something interesting, Fire Skills' backstory.
I'll definitely give it a watch.
Yeah. Two Mirrors Review, Episode 1. I forgot how large I made this file. That's probably the main reason why it's going wrong.
It also appears to be glitch invading from the top.
Huh?
Oh, it's probably just on my screen. It looks like the top of your screen. Oh, never mind. It's gone.
Yeah, that's probably just Skype being Skype. Okay, yeah, I'm going to actually bring down the... check how big this image is, because I'm pretty sure it's like thousands of pixels.
Probably.
Come on. Photoshop, I'm trying to help you. Let me help you. Image size. Yep, that is freaking huge. Let me fix that. Let's try just doing this at half size. Yep, that should do it. Do, 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 do.
Phenomena. Do 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 do.
No.
Do 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 do.
No.
Do 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 do. Loading this picture.
Yep. Yep, you gotta be careful with how much you put into. How big you make your files and how much your computer can handle. Oh, look at there.
Yeah. I remember.
Okay, I'll see actually how much detail still on my... Okay, that should be good. Yeah, I don't need no 60-inch long. Okay. There we go. Shit. Yep, I just undid that. Okay, let me... Okay. Now that that's done, I can do the image back. Live, everyone! Oh, goodness gracious. I've been trying to think about what I'm going to do with my channel.
Are you having some creativity block for your channel?
Well, like, I always have problems with creating content because I always feel like my episode reviews are passé at best. And then I'm thinking I'm going to jump back into reviewing fan fiction. I'm just trying to pick which one I want to do first and then reread it because I don't know why I always end up picking really long fan fictions. Like, I found this somber fan fiction that the author I actually talked to on DeviantArt for a little bit. She's really cool, FYI. But she, I don't know how she's done this, but one of her somber fanfics, she has 2 of these roughly the same length. They're longer than Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
I'm sorry, excuse me, what?
The word count is long. I think if you take Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and merge in Sorcerer's Stone, you probably get almost the length of one of her stories, which are still ongoing. Oh gosh, I love it to pieces. And it's well written. It's actually interesting stories. Because one thing about somber fanfictions is like getting somber into the story. Because like finding a good reason for either Celestia bring him back, or for him to like somehow magic his way back into existence, it's extremely hard. And some people are just like, oh, he just had this thing set up already. I was like, okay, I believe that. Just entertain me.
Or you can make it like a prequel story.
Kind of. There's few people who do that. Most people focus on him coming back and how he would react if he was given a second chance, like Discord and all those people, and pretty much every other major villain.
Yeah, I suppose that has much more potential because you can expand upon him in a prequel story, but there's not a lot to work off of.
Exactly. Of course, one of the few things I really enjoy with somber fanfictions is how people like come up with backstories for him. Because like personally, I don't like what they did with his backstory in the comic, and I'm just like, I am disappointed with you, DXX. I expected more from you.
Well, DHX doesn't handle the comics technically.
I know, but they distributed them, and so I blame them. I'm
Fair
petty
enough.
like that.
I kind of actually stopped reading the comics after the Big Mac arc.
Yeah, well, I haven't read in a while because money, and because I have this weird thing about buying the physical copy.
I'm the exact same way, and the closest place that sells them is a Hot Topic, which is like an hour from here.
Oh, that sucks. The place I used to get mine was Hastings, and if y'all know about Hastings, that actually went out of business, and I was like, fuck. Because that's where I also got all my vinyl records from.
Yeah. Like, way too late I found out there was a comic shop in the next town over, but there were already so many issues ahead, and they don't sell any previous ones once the next one comes out.
Yeah. Of course, but there's always Amazon, which when I find a really good comic book series, I actually will go and find issues of it. And because, like, I'm also a completionist, I want the entire series.
Yeah. And then you can go really crazy and get also all the different variants of each comic.
I'm not going to go that crazy, although when I started reading the comics, I actually would buy the volumes instead of the individual comics.
Oh, like trades?
Yeah, well, like, how they would do it is, you know how, like, the comics usually have 4-issue arcs, except for a couple 2-issue arcs. They would group them into the different arcs and sell them in a volume-like set of 4 issues in one book.
Yeah, I know a couple stories that do that.
Yeah. Like, I have up through the, of the comic series proper through the pirate arc, and then I just bought the Fiendship is Magic's one, because they have all 5 in one, and then, like, I have the individual Samba one, because I was just like, yay.
So you bought the whole collection and an individual Samba comic?
Yeah, because, like, I was super excited about the Samba one, so I bought it, because that was the first one to come out. So I bought that one, and then I was just like, I'm not going to buy the other 4 individually, so I'm just going to have 2 versions of the Sombra. Because you know how, like, they have, because, like, in the volumes, they also have, like, in the back, the alternate cover artwork, so I still get the artwork.
Yeah. By the way, how is the Samba comic anyway?
I've actually not read the Sombra Shadow arc. The Sombra Fiendship comic was okay. Again, what they did with his backstory about how he came to be was passé. I was just like, oh, you needed like 8 more pages to make this interesting. But hey, page length is a thing.
Yeah. Rather unfortunately.
Yeah, I think I'm one of the few people who find the character of Radiant Hope. I'm just like, you could have been so much more darling.
Yeah, I want to get back into the comics, mostly because I really want to try the alternate universe arc.
Oh yeah, there's a Sombra in that one too.
Yeah, he's good inside that one though.
Yeah, I know. It's the mirror arc.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I just want it because I love like alternate dimension stories like that.
Yeah, I actually did artwork for Comic Sans when he was doing his comic reviews, and I did the title cards for that arc.
Huh.
I actually really enjoyed drawing Celestia and Luna's alternate dimension ones.
Yeah,
those designs were really cool.
I haven't read them, but I have seen pictures of them, and they look awesome.
Yeah, I was kind of digging the Egyptian theme on Celestia.
Yeah, makes sense. He's ruler of the sun. It would make sense he'd be inspired by Egyptian.
I don't think it's exactly inspired by Ra, but then again, my Egyptian knowledge has decreased because I have not been doing research lately.
Yeah. I actually did have, like, an idea to explore, like, influences from culture and MLP, and I think I'm finding out that Celestia may have been heavily inspired by Amaterasu, if you've ever played Okami.
No, I haven't, but okay, which character is that?
Amaterasu is the she's basically the sun goddess in Japanese culture.
Okay.
And she's considered the mother of all things, like mother of Earth, mother of humanity, mother of all creatures.
Cool.
Yeah, and right off the bat, you can kind of see the comparison.
Yeah.
But that's as far as I go, because I can't think of what Luna may have been inspired by.
Like, I usually think that a lot of MLP stuff is pulled from Greek and Roman mythology. Which I think is kind of obvious because of the characters and the creatures that they pull.
Yeah, there is a lot of influence from Greek and lots of other cultures. Like Cloudsdale is obviously inspired by Greco-Roman architecture.
Oh, most definitely. And also the Pegasus and like the Manicore, like most of the major creature designs. Although that one goat, I'm trying to remember what that was from. Like the giant goat thing from Griffinstone.
Oh, that thing.
Like I remember looking it up and trying to figure out what it was. It was like some kind of island that had to do with griffins, and it had nothing to do with a goat. But I'm still curious on where they got that character idea from.
Yeah, I think I remember learning about that from Silverquill's video, but I can't remember like what he said about it.
Yeah, it was like some island that was Silverquill. Share your research. Silverquill's actually a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Even if it was briefly, I did meet him in person.
Yeah,
and he seemed really nice.
I got to meet him twice. He comes to Nightmare Nights, and I got to chat with him for a little bit this past year. Still need to message him on DA. It's like, hey, you said you was gonna look at my stuff.
No, it is me.
I'm jealous of how he was able to get so close to show style in his vectors. I'm just like,
yeah.
Because I've tried and failed so many times.
Yeah, I look at a lot of like show accurate vectors, and his is probably like the closest to actual show accurate, looking like the actual show.
Yeah. And he creates all of his stuff, and I'm just like, darn you, Silverquill Senpai.
In addition to having a full-time job.
Oh, yeah. Full-time job. I'm so jelly. So jealous.
Now speaking of vectors, I feel bad for Spirit making my vectors. He said it's actually very hard to make like Dragon Pony's show style accurate.
Well, seeing that there's no references, yeah.
There's like a couple fan-made references, but yeah, none from like the actual show.
Yeah, we're having to work with like examples of like Garble and Ember and stuff like that. Very few like body type variations.
Yeah, they're...
So why did you have to pick one of the hardest things ever?
Because they're cool.
They are cool, but still.
It's no big deal. Spirit's making good progress, apparently.
Spirit does good work.
Yeah, she does.
Hey, kind of random question. Have you do you watch Ink Rose's stuff?
I used to when she was MLP related, and haven't really watched her stuff recently. Why?
Oh well, she's writing her original book, The Dragon Queen. It's actually really good, from what I've listened to so far.
Yeah, I've seen her post a lot of that stuff, but I don't know. It doesn't really interest me.
Fair enough. She's working. From last I saw, she was working on the physical comp of getting it published. Oops, I need a softer brush.
Well, I'm gonna wish her luck with that.
Yeah, getting a book published is hard.
Yeah.
It's at least good to listen to material when you have a long homework session going on. Where is his foot? Okay, good. That's really better. Okay. Because I know my professor would be like, this isn't right. Perspective. You know, you've been in college too long when you just start hearing the critiques prior to this class of what your professors are going to say.
Yeah, I used to get those back in college.
Oh, yeah. I'm so ready to be done with college. You get to a point where it's just like, fuck it.
Yeah. It was fun while it lasted, though.
Yeah. One thing I miss, like, freshman year of college was the best. I had so much hope then.
Yeah, it was the same for me, too. I got to meet, like, an entire, like, group of people that hung out near my classes, and I pretty much befriended them all while I was in college.
Yeah. It's like, it's amazing. You walk into this environment, you don't know anybody there, but you, like, click with people, like, almost instantaneously sometimes.
Yeah. That pretty much just happened because all they would do was play Magic the Gathering when they weren't in class.
Hey, Magic the Gathering is awesome.
Yeah, I had, like, I inherited my dad's deck, like, when he found it, but it was really outdated, and I got back into the game because of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I used to play a lot when I was on the main campus, and then I had to come up here to a different campus for the last part of my major. I'm just like, I have no one to play with. Because me and my friends who all played it and who all came up here together were too busy.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like a card shop like not too far from here that holds like not tournaments but a place where people can play, and I can't even do that anymore because my deck got stolen.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, what sucks doubly hard is that I think I found the thief, but I had no way of confronting him.
Oh man.
Yeah, because there was just a guy with like a stack of cards, and I asked to look through it, and like every card in the deck was the exact same ones I had, with a couple new ones added in.
Oh man, that blows, dude. I'm sorry. Especially with like
Yeah.
how expensive some Magic cards can be.
Oh yeah, I paid like $20 to $30 for just one card in there.
Oh my gosh. There was this one guy, there was Magic out there stuff that we would play at sometimes when we had free time, which was rare. But there was this one kid, one of his decks it was outrageous how much he paid for some of those cards. I'm just like, how do you pay rent? Because I was looking at one card and it was like easily a $200 card. I'm just like, okay.
Peach kids, man.
Oh my gosh.
Like the guy who buys that $500 Gurren Lagann Blu-ray. It's like, feed yourself first, man.
Wait, 500 what?
Yeah, there's like a Blu-ray set you can get from Japan that's like, last I checked, I think it was like $600. It was the entire like Messenger era Gurren Lagann, and it came with the art books, like all the concept art, and it came with Blu-ray copies of the first half of the first season and second half of the second season and all the movies.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it even came with like a translation book for the art book. And it comes in like a steel case box.
Oh my gosh. I thought I had price tag shock when I went to Acon and they were like, oh, yep, that's a $40 single DVD. I'm just like, what?
Wait, a DVD of what?
I can't remember. I just remember I saw the price tag and I was like, how do y'all justify this as a singular buy?
It honestly depends, because some things can be really rare to come by here in America, unless you go overseas.
Yeah.
Doubly so if it's like a bootleg, like a translated game or something.
Oh my gosh. Why must anime be an expensive hobby?
Anime, Pony is just as expensive.
True. Ponies, why are you so expensive? I don't know why I'm complaining. I still have the giant shelf of anime behind me.
The weird thing is, I love anime, but I'm not a huge like collector of it. It's the weird thing.
Oh no.
I think like the only anime thing I have in my entire collection is Cowboy Bebop on Blu-ray.
Nice. Like, there's like sections. Like I'm kind of happy I'm living by myself now, because there are sections of my anime collection I had to like hide behind the rest of my DVDs in fear my mom would come in and find them. And basically, it was my Hellsing DVDs and then like a couple of my other vampire anime, because she would have flipped at like how much blood and gore was in it.
Now I see. All right.
What were you thinking? Wait, don't answer that. I know what you were thinking. I don't have those anime.
I wasn't thinking anything. I was just wondering why would C be shocked. I was only going to ask if you didn't mention what they were.
No, it was my Hellsing DVDs, because I have the original TV series, and then I have the first 4 episodes of the OVA in like a steel box case.
Ooh.
Although finding the 4th one of that was hard, because I wanted the steel box case, because those come with like the director commentaries and stuff. I think that's the most I ever spent on anime.
I actually have like Hellsing Ultimate on Amazon, and I still haven't even watched the first episode.
Yeah, I love Hellsing Ultimate, but I still have yet to watch like the last 4 episodes due to like an anxiety of like, oh my gosh, one of my favorite series will be over. So I just refuse to watch it, because I just think if I don't watch it, it's not over.
That's actually pretty fair. No one wants their favorite series to be over.
Yeah.
But doubly so if it like ends on a really crappy note.
Oh my gosh. There are some series where I'm just like, kind of tilt my head as like, por qué?
Like, I've heard Death Note is one of the ones that has a really bad ending.
Death Note I actually refused to finish because they killed off my favorite character. And I was like, nope, I stopped watching and he's still alive. There's a lot of denial in what I watch and what I don't watch. If you have ever guessed this.
Oh yeah. To be fair, even the best animes can have really bizarre, weird endings like Berserk.
Yeah, that was kind of... Yeah, that kind of had my head kind of tilting at a weird angle.
But then sometimes you get animes with awesome endings like Cowboy Bebop and Baccano.
Yeah. There's this one really old anime that I found that I was just like, why did you end like that? And then I rewatched it and I was like, you know, that kind of makes sense now because the anime's called Nightwalker and it's an like 80s, I want to say it's 80s or 90s early anime. And I'm just like, think vampire detective and then it just like kind of meanders the entire series.
Sounds interesting.
It was interesting. It's kind of interesting. I found it more interesting as a character study than an actual series as a whole. I might do a review of it. To the script writing room. I.e. my closet.
I actually have been planning like a month for anime, like Month of the Rising Sun.
Oh, cool.
It's just gonna look at anime I grew up with.
Cool. What's your favorite old anime?
Favorite, like you even have to ask me, it's Cowboy Bebop.
Of course.
Like that's how I'm gonna end like the Month of the Rising Sun because it just makes sense because it's the one anime that can truly claim to be untouchable.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, I have not actually watched it. I've seen bits and pieces. I know how it ends. I just have not sat down and watched it myself.
Oh, whenever you get the chance, you really should.
Oh yeah, that's probably going to be what I do, like, because after the semester's over, I'm taking, like, 3 days to, like, do nothing and just veg out on the couch. And I'm probably going to go and, like, just find it and watch it. That and Kill la Kill. I actually need to finish Kill la Kill because I've started it 3 times and have not been able to finish it because life.
I have Netflix and I still haven't even watched it.
Same here. And I think they finally dubbed it on Netflix.
Yeah, I know the whole series is on Netflix, but I just haven't gotten around to watching it.
Yeah. Okay, the age-old question: dubbed or subbed?
I think I'm honestly a dub guy because I think things get lost in translation when you have to read subtitles.
Thank goodness someone else has my feeling, because, like, I say dubbed, and people, like, jump down my throats, and I'm like, there's a reason! I am the queen of multitasking, and I do not know Japanese, therefore I need it to be spoken in a language I understand.
Yeah, actually, Bennett the Sage, like, did a great job of, like, explaining why dubs are kind of superior because, he, like, had his friends sit down and watch a clip from Tokyo Godfathers.
Uh-huh.
And then which doesn't have a dub, and he had to explain the scene, and he just couldn't do it because he was too busy reading the subtitles.
Yeah. Although there's some anime that actually are so much better because they're English dubbed. Have you ever watched Panty and Stocking?
Oh, I actually love that show.
Oh my gosh, a friend of mine actually, because I watched it 3 years ago when I was in, I think, sophomore in college, and a friend of mine who knew I was a Christian dared me to watch it because I think he was trying to piss me off, and I was sitting there laughing the entire time. I was like, you're trying to piss me off with this? You gotta do a lot better.
Maybe see, he figured you might be offended because
oh, I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to offend me with, like, how blasphemous it was, and I just found it hilarious.
It really is an awesome anime.
It is.
I'm also biased because I just love the company that makes it, Studio Gainax.
Yeah, Gainax. Gainax is cool. Gainax is great.
Oh yeah, there's really no company that embodies passion more than Gainax.
Yeah.
It's funny, the first thing by them I ever saw was actually Fully Cooley.
Yeah, Fully Cooley. I think that was like one of the first few animes I actually found. Because how I got introduced into anime was I would find this random stuff at like 4 in the morning because I had insomnia really bad when I was in high school. And I would watch Adult Swim, and I'll be like, oh, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and they're showing this really cool animated stuff. What the heck is this?
The awesomeness that is Toonami.
Yes. Oh gosh, when Toonami like ended, like when it was like in Cartoon Network, I was so sad.
Yeah, I was kind of sad to see it go too.
And then
I was happy.
It
came
back.
When they brought it back.
It came back, and then like I was sad again because it came back Saturdays at midnight to 3 in the morning, and I had to get up early on Sundays.
Aww.
I was like, thanks a lot. But hey, and then the invention of internet streaming happened. I was like, well, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, and at least now a new generation can be exposed to anime.
Yep. So you watch Band of the Sage. Do you watch Glass Reflections?
I've never even heard of them actually.
He does another anime reviews, and it's actually pretty cool. That's usually how I just find new anime. I just watch anime reviewers.
Like, it's weird. I don't watch a whole lot of like anime reviewers. The only two I regularly watched were Bennett the Sage and America.
Yeah, America's cool. I always love their little characters. They're so cute.
Like, I also have America and Bennett to thank to expose me for a lot of awesome anime I didn't even know existed, like Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh yeah.
Like, I've only watched the first 4 episodes, and I'm already really liking it.
Yeah, I need to watch that because like a couple people who know me were like, okay, so you haven't watched this yet, and let you like love vampire, like Hellsing and other vampire stuff. Like, this is vampires but ghouls instead. I'm just like, it's not the blood I like, right? So have you been watching Dragon Ball Z Super?
No, I haven't. I just haven't had the time or interest to watch it yet.
Yeah.
Even though I really want to.
I want to too. A friend of mine has been keeping me up to date, like, of what insanity is ensuing on it. I'm just like, okay, you can do this, but you cannot spoil it for me, or I will hunt you down.
Like, no major spoilers, but
like,
you
no
can
major
tell me a little bit about it.
But like when she first told me about it, because I am horrible with keeping up with shit, she was like, yeah, they're making another Dragon Ball series. I'm just like, okay, cool. So what are they going to do after GT? I was like, oh, the series actually retconned GT. I was like, thank you, sweet merciful Lord.
Wait, it did?
It retconned awesome. GT.
That is awesome, actually.
Oh my gosh, I was so happy. Because the only reason why I watched that series was because of more Vegeta, and he is my husbando. Because Prince of All Saiyans, he kind of rocks.
I think growing up, I actually think Goku was my favorite character growing up, but I think it's Piccolo now.
Yeah, Piccolo's kind of cool. I'm happy that like they retconned GT because they killed him in GT, and he's still alive. Huzzah!
Oh, I forgot that they killed him in GT.
Yep, it was kind of delayed in the series, but yeah, they killed him. I was like, okay.
Oh, God. The only good thing about GT was that it gave us Super Saiyan 4.
Oh my gosh. And that's been retconned. Now, whether or not that's going to be continued in the new series, we shall have to see.
We've got Super Saiyan God as far as I'm concerned. I'm completely fine if they
Oh my gosh. I actually just watched the Dragon Ball Battle of the Gods movie a couple weeks ago because a friend of mine dragged me into her house and made me watch it with her. And I was sitting there just like giggling like a happy little schoolgirl because I was like, I love this so much. I love the cat guy.
Yeah. I still gotta watch that and Resurrection F.
I have not seen Resurrection F. I have a poster of it, but I need to see it.
I love the little troll that Frieza's voice actor did, because they asked what his power level would be, and he said, well, I'd imagine a lot because he's a nice guy, and nice guy was a pun on a unit of measurement, which means his power level would be about 100 quintillion.
Oh dear.
Because power levels are nothing but a joke.
Yeah, they are at this point.
I only know that because they brought it up in the Superman Goku Death Battle rematch.
Oh, they did a rematch of that?
Yeah, where Superman's new power that he can basically nuke himself but drain himself of all of his power for 24 hours. And Goku's Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan God. Which is a really stupid name, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
And, actually, do you care if I spoil it?
No, because I will watch it anyway.
So can I say who won or not? Should I wait?
You can say what happens. I assume Goku wins and the day is saved. Tell me I'm wrong.
Unfortunately, no. He loses again. Aww. But they do say something very poignant that if Goku did win, he basically wouldn't have any more limits to break. And they said, could you honestly want a world where Goku had no more limits to break, since that's his whole character?
Yeah, it's just like, Goku. Another series I want to see is Yuri on Ice. Have you heard about this thing?
The name sounds familiar, but I can't really recall it.
It is kind of hilarious. But yeah, I again, same friend who was telling me about Dragon Ball Z Super, she keeps on like, yeah, it's like this happened and this happened. I was like, it's basically you remember the anime Free?
I can't recall Free either.
It was the one about swimming.
I don't think I've seen Free.
Okay. Basically, it's an anime. It's a sports anime about ice skating, and it's all dudes.
Oh wait. I think
that is Yuri on Ice, and then Free is pretty much the same concept but swimming.
I know what you're talking about now. Doodlebug sent me a link to the intro, and he's actually begging me to review it.
Oh my gosh! If you ever get around to watching it, invite me because I kind of just need someone to watch this with. Because we watched a 5-second clip of them ice skating and the commentary, and we was laughing hysterically.
Oh, I'll definitely get you involved because I don't really feel like watching it on my own because I know this is going to sound hypocritical, but it looks like a girl's show.
I do believe that most of the target audience was female.
Oh, good. Okay. But, I'm not talking about MLP where anyone of any age could watch it, but it's targeted towards girls. It looked like explicitly a girl's show.
I do believe that they were trying to get the girls. I think a lot of these I think it is a shoujo anime, I believe, if I remember correctly. So yeah, they wanted girls to enjoy the show, so they made it a lot of shipping fodder.
And they have Yuri in the title.
Yeah. Oop, that could be why that's not working. I had the racer on.
Yeah, there's so many anime I still gotta watch. I have not even finished Attack on Titan.
I have not started Attack on Titan, and I have friends who are, like, screaming at me. It's like, what is wrong with you?
It is really good.
Yeah, I've seen it, and I'm just like, I'm confused. Like, I remember when that first came out, and my first exposure to it was DA and all the cosplays of the Titans. I'm just like,
oof.
I'm intrigued, but I'm scared at the same time.
I actually got first exposed to it when I was playing D&D with my friends, and the topic just came on. I asked, what was that? And everyone just stopped, looked at me, and said, after this game's over, we're going to watch the first episode. Because I was like the only person, well, me and one other person were like the only people who hadn't heard of it yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we watched the first episode, and it was so incredibly bizarre that I actually loved it.
And it was magic.
Yeah, actually, it kind of reminds me a lot of Berserk with its art style.
I think similar people worked on it. I'll have to go back and research that, but I think similar people worked on it.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Some anime you can just tell, like, were made by certain people. Like, Samurai Champloo you could tell was made by the same guy who did Cowboy Bebop.
Or you can, like, spot a Miyazaki film from a mile away.
Yeah, he has. Actually, did you hear he's working on another one?
I know, I'm so excited. I need to catch back up on, like, a lot of his stuff that's come out recently. I've yet to see Secret World of Ariete, and I'm just like, I'm a bad otaku.
I haven't seen it either. I did manage to see Wind Rises in theaters, though.
Oh my gosh.
It's really good, actually.
I think one of my favorites that he's done is The Cat Returns.
Oh, I remember that.
Like, I also was kind of ecstatic because, like, the version I was able to get my hands on actually, in their special features, has a fully done storyboard version of the thing, and I love storyboards. So I was just like, yay!
Yeah. I think my favorite Miyazaki film to this day is still Spirited Away.
Agreed.
Mostly because I just grew up with it.
Yeah. That and Kiki's Delivery Service.
That's a good one, too. Though I suppose, like, if we're speaking strictly technically, his best film probably is to this day Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, I think that's, like, one of the few of his that is actually rated PG-13 in the States.
Yeah. I knew it was, like, I kind of figured it'd be that, considering people get beheaded in it.
Yeah.
It's, like, really awesome that, like, Disney's really good to him as far as dubs.
Yeah, well, like, he was refusing for anyone to dub it, but, like, Disney was like, dude, we'll dub all your stuff. We won't touch it. You just have to be with us, exclusively.
Yeah, he probably also, like, helped with translation, because there's bound to be some words that'll be, lost because of lip syncing.
And there's, like, I remember seeing a special feature of them talking about, I think it was, Spirited Away, actually, where they're talking about, they were looking at the script, and they were like, they were confused by the gold seal, and they did not know what the seal was. Like, you know the one that, Haku spits up that he stole from the
yeah. Yeah.
Like, they were confused about what it was, because I think they were thinking, like, seal, like, it's in the creature. And so they had to, like, get some clarification on that.
Oh.
That's kind of cool learning stuff like that.
Yeah. It's just crazy to me that like the guy says he's gonna retire and just goes right back to making more animation.
Yeah, the guy I'm starting to... Ooh, that was wrong. I'm starting to think if Miyazaki, like, officially retires, he's gonna be dead, pretty much. Because if he stops making anime, it's just like...
Yeah. I mean, who knows? This might actually be his last anime. He says it might take up to 9 years to make, and he's getting pretty old.
Yeah, he is. Thank God his son is in the same business.
Yeah, so hopefully, God willing, if he does pass away during it, his son can finish it.
Yeah. I love his work so much.
Yeah, that seems to be a trend, like, just Japanese people can't stop working.
Yeah, well, like, if you love something, why stop?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's a good thing. How many people can claim to love their work so much they're willing to go to the grave working at it?
True. Like I think I actually had a conversation with someone, like, it was about, Betty White, because she's still, acting, and she's, like, pushing 90.
Yeah, she's in her 90s and still acting.
It's like, there you go. Another person who will be dead before they stop working. But it's not work to them, it's what they love to do.
Yeah. And she, like, pretty much still has the energy from when she started, because she seems like a really fun woman to be around.
Oh my gosh, she's, like, hilarious. And I've been watching her since she was on the Golden Girls.
Yeah, I love her whenever she's on SNL. Like, if she's on SNL, I'll watch it.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, I think she's in the Golden Girls reboot that's on Netflix now.
Is the Golden Girls reboot?
Yeah, it's starring, I think it's starring her and, like, someone else, because I think all the other originals are pretty much dead at this point.
Yeah, she's the last Golden Girl who's still alive.
Yeah, so I think it's her and, like, one other person.
Hmm.
Netflix just apparently loves rebooting old franchises from the 90s.
Yeah, what was the last thing they rebooted? Was it Full House they did a series of?
You mean Fuller House?
Yeah, but it was based off of Full House. And they did a sequel series to it, which I refused to watch.
I have not watched it, actually. Mostly because it's Full House related.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but they're trying to bring back all the shows from the 90s. Did you hear that they're trying to reboot Johnny Bravo? Not Netflix, but just people in general.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It's like supposed to come out in 2017.
Oh my god, wow.
Like, I haven't seen anything else except for, like, a short little news article, but, like, nothing else. But, like, I was sitting there, I was like, in our society, Johnny Bravo, who was a womanizing man-child, that is never going to work.
Oh, God.
Because, like, his entire character trait was...
getting laid.
Failing at getting laid. And living with his mother.
Well, that's what made it hilarious, was because he's not ugly, like, not even bad looking.
He just has the personality of... What's a good analogy for his personality? Living vomit?
I don't know about that. He's a very likable character, so...
Well, unless he starts hitting on you and just want to punch him.
Yeah, but the fact that he loves his mother keeps him likable.
Yeah, but who doesn't love their mother?
Yeah, true. Still, that's crazy Johnny Bravo's getting a reboot.
Yeah. Supposed to come out in 2017, but I am going to wait, and then I'm going to laugh. Because I give it, like, 3 days before people are like, the fuck?
Before Tumblr loses their shit.
Oh, Tumblr's going to lose their shit the day it releases. Because, you know, Tumblr.
Yeah. Because Tumblr.
Because Tumblr. But other people are going to be like, what were we thinking? This is almost as bad as the Powerpuff Girls twerking.
No, nothing can be as bad as that.
I still refuse to watch that show after I learned that they don't have Miss Bellum in it.
Oh yeah, I refuse to watch it because of that and because of the reasoning behind it is really stupid.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's like she was the most badass character on that show. Hands down.
Yeah, she was.
She beat Sedusa without any superpowers by herself.
Yeah, I don't watch that show either.
I watch the original all day, but it's just like, gah!
I watch the original, and the movie is still like one of my favorite animated movies of all time.
Oh yeah, the movies are amazing. I would watch Powerpuff Girls Z before I watched the reboot.
Oh, that's a weird anime Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah, oh my gosh, I tried watching it, and I got to the episode where they introduced their version of him, who is like by far my favorite Powerpuff Girls villain, and I was just sitting there, I was like, oh sweet merciful, what did they do to you?
Oh, is it really bad?
He's a clown. Like a
I guess
legit
if he wasn't
clown.
creepy enough.
No. It's like they took everything that was him and ripped it apart and put him in the jester costume.
Oh, he's not a demon anymore?
No, he's a clown.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty stupid. Like, I can kind of see where they're coming from because he did kind of act jestery, but he was a demon. Why change that?
Oh my gosh, I just loved him so much.
Yeah, he was probably my favorite villain.
Yeah.
Like, just as far as threatening, my favorite as far as comedy was definitely Mojo Jojo.
Oh my gosh, Mojo Jojo was hilarious. And they killed him too. In that series. I'm just like, okay. Japan, stop doing this. We have the decency to import your stuff. Don't try to remake our stuff. We did not make our own Sailor Moon. Why are you doing this to us?
Actually, we did make our own Sailor Moon.
We attempted, but it never went full circle.
Yeah.
We attempted, but we said, nope, this is stupid, let's just import it.
And now we're just pretty much remaking everything from our childhood.
Yeah, pretty much. Because no one wants to give new ideas any money because they're like, what if it fails? Well, then it fails. And then we have like TV shows that keep running and everyone's just like, let it die.
Yeah.
Is Fairly Odd Parents still going? Is that still a thing?
Oh yeah, they even introduced a female Timmy. They're literally just introducing new characters to keep it fresh at this point.
Okay, yeah. Here's where I think we should take a page from Japan in like how they produce stuff. Because they do new shows all the time that are short little stories. It's like, get a story, write a story, and keep it short, simple, tell your story, and don't try to keep it alive longer than it is, because by this point, you just have TV shows just like, kill me.
Yeah, they basically do it all over the Garden Wall did.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I love that series.
I still have not seen it, but it looks amazing.
Watch it. It's like, because it's like literally 2 hours long, the entirety. It's like a movie.
Wait, seriously, the whole series is only like 2 hours long?
It's 10 episodes, 10 minutes. Each episode's like 10 minutes long. Max.
Oh, wow.
Sit down, you can get it done in an afternoon.
Maybe I'll have to now.
Yeah. I think Cartoon Network's doing another thing similar to it. It's called Infinity Train.
Oh, I've heard of Infinity Train. It looks really promising.
Yeah, they have like a teaser episode up. It's like the first, I want to say it's like a episode because it's 8 minutes long. And it's just like, wow.
Oh, Cartoon Network's gonna have to start bringing new stuff in. Not all of its shows are getting canceled.
Yeah. I was kind of sad when like a lot of the older shows that I grew up with got canceled. I'm just like,
yeah.
Because I remember like stuff like Ed, Edd and Eddy. I love that shit.
Oh, yeah, Ed, Edd and Eddy was my childhood.
And Dexter's Laboratory, although that got canceled and brought back, and I'm just like,
Yeah, got brought back and it wasn't as good.
Well, like, that's because the original cast left, and then they had to bring in new people, and then the budget was cut, so the animation wasn't as good. And it's just like, if you're going to bring something back, at least give it the money so it can succeed.
Yeah, it was brought back, and it was really uncanny because it was trying to look like the original art style, but it looked way too cartoony.
Yeah.
So a lot of innovators of modern media worked for Cartoon Network. Like Johnny Bravo's one of the writers for Johnny Bravo was Gendy Tartakovsky and Seth MacFarlane.
Mm-hmm.
Which speaking of Gendy, I'm super glad that Samurai Jack's coming back.
Oh my gosh, yes.
They've actually confirmed it's going to be not like where the original series was episodic, each episode was a different story. It's going to be one linear story this time.
Sweet! I'm so excited! Although I'm going to be curious on who they get to voice Aku.
Yeah, because Mako's not here anymore.
May he rest in peace. Because he was an awesome VA, and I'm just like, Mako.
Yeah.
He did so good as Uncle Iroh.
Yeah. I guess they might do what they did with Uncle Iroh and recast him, or maybe they'll just use archive audio from him.
I think they'll probably recast him. The guy who did Uncle Iroh for season 3 of Avatar actually did a decent job.
Yeah.
I didn't notice until I was actually reading the credits. Then again, I'm extremely tone deaf.
Oh, yeah, I kind of noticed, but I also kind of forgave it because it's supposed to be a much older Iroh.
Mm-hmm. And also, he was kind of in prison, so you can kind of visualize that his voice did have to be altered a little bit.
Yeah.
That show was so good.
Yeah. And then they tried to continue the story with Legend of Korra.
I think they're trying to catch the original spark instead of trying to make something else. Instead of doing it, I think they're trying to recapture the spark that was Avatar. And when you try to duplicate something that's already happened, it's kind of just why are you even trying?
Yeah. It was a good show, but it was admittedly much more flawed compared to the original.
Yeah. It's Avatar, I only feel like there's one truly bad episode of Avatar, and that's The Great Divide.
Yeah. That's the safe answer.
Yeah.
I will say Legend of Korra definitely didn't deserve what Nickelodeon did to it at the end of its run.
Oh my gosh. I think Nickelodeon just, fucked that show to begin with. Because, originally, it was only going to get that one season. And then, they saw that it was starting to get popular, and that, people were, excited about it, and they, said, yeah, you can have 2 more seasons. But they had already written season 1, and they planned for that, so they decided, let's not rewrite this entirely and just make a new story for the rest of the series.
Yeah. And then they pretty much finished. Then they cut the budget and then put the rest of it online where people wouldn't even know it was there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it barely got through the end of its run.
So yeah, there's that because people said, yeah, let's just fuck the show up the ass.
That's pretty much just Nickelodeon's mantra with all of its shows.
Except SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants gets all the frickin' praise.
Yeah.
It's that show is dead. Please leave it alone.
Yeah, you can bring back its original creator and make another movie all you want. It's not gonna change anything.
Yeah. We're tired of SpongeBob. It's been... I was kind of shocked when I realized that SpongeBob was over a decade old. I'm just I feel old now.
Yeah.
Because I remember when that show started.
Yeah, I remember that too. I was also around when Invader Zim started, and shockingly, Invader Zim started at the same time as Fairly Odd Parents, and Fairly Odd Parents is still on.
Invader Zim was a superior show.
It was. But it was like way too gruesome for its own good. Ugh. I'm surprised it got at least one season.
I still want Invader Zim on DVD.
I actually have like all 3 seasons.
I tried to find a box set and it was like $60, and I'm just like, I'm broke right now, so I can't, even though I want so bad.
I love you, Zim, but I don't love you that much.
Oh, I do love you, Zim.
Like, out of all the shows that Nickelodeon is apparently showing interest in bringing back, why haven't they brought that back yet?
I don't know.
Because, like, they're obviously showing interest in, like, their old shows, because they're trying to do, like, I think a Ren and Stimpy movie, and they're finally, finishing the jungle arc for Hey Arnold, where he finds his parents.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're finally gonna finish that.
Oh my gosh, please, and thank you. Actually, there's one thing that I heard that, they had thought about doing, but then they backed out of it, was actually a, continuation series of, the Hey Arnold universe, except it was focusing on the Batakis.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that. Oh. It was apparently canceled because it was, quote, too dark.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and when your original show is Hey Arnold, you just gotta wonder what were they thinking.
Like, Hey Arnold was like, that was like one of those down-to-earth shows from like that era ever.
Yeah, it really was.
And I keep, like, those characters, like, so mature, like, mentally, I keep forgetting they're, like, 9 and 10.
Yeah, it honestly was, like, probably the best Nicktoon they ever made.
Yeah. I was so happy when I found that on DVD for, like, $20. I was like, hello, you're coming home with me. Probably the best thing that my employee discount at Walmart ever got me. Because fuck Walmart, it fucks over his employees.
Probably not as bad as Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon probably at least pays their employees a living wage, but then again, I'm probably assuming too much.
Oh yeah, they also apparently treated the creator of Harvey Beaks like complete shit.
Oh, joy.
Did you hear about that? He apparently was interviewed by a site where he just, like, beat the ever-loving crap out of Nickelodeon for how horribly they were treating him. Then he was forced to apologize.
No, I did not hear about this.
Yeah, he apparently had to go back on the podcast and was apologized, but he, like, said straight out the gate, I am being forced to do this. And so far, Nickelodeon hasn't said anything to him. It was because his show was, like, being taken off Nickelodeon and being moved to Nick Jr.
What show is this again?
Harvey Beaks.
Ah.
Which, I mean, I can kind of understand because it's a more juvenile show, except the problem is that's how he found out. He didn't even get contacted by a Nickelodeon executive. He found out through an article saying it was being moved.
Yeah, that's kind of a backstabbing BS move.
Oh, yeah, unbelievably. Nickelodeon is pretty much just dumbest in the company.
That's why I kind of want to avoid that company if I ever get TV work.
As you should.
If anything, I'll probably go to, I'll probably look at, like, Cartoon Network first and foremost.
Like Cartoon Network or Disney before Nickelodeon.
Disney's a little bit hard to get into.
Fair enough.
Like, maybe their TV series, because, like, they're TV studios, but, like, they closed down a lot of their studios.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of wish the one in, Florida was still open.
Oh, I forgot they had one in Florida, actually.
Yeah, they used to have one at their theme park. And then I was like, nope.
Yeah, that was where Brother Bear was animated.
Yep, and I kind of want them to bring back 2D animation, but it seems like John Lasseter is like in charge of Disney now. That ain't happening anytime soon.
Oh yeah, Lasseter was the head of Pixar, right?
Yeah, he was okay. Lasseter used to work for Disney, and he wanted them to attempt to do 3D animation, and Disney said no. And so he said fuck y'all and made his own company, which was Pixar, and they did Toy Story and all that stuff, and Disney was like, oh, we kind of screwed up, so they bought it, and now Lasseter's in charge again, and it's like, so we're not going to be doing any more 2D work, so let's just close the studio down. I was like, but 2D, it's 2D animation.
Maybe someday it'll make a comeback.
Yeah, it's going to come back in independent films, probably, because, like, I'm still waiting for Hullabaloo to, get finished.
The name sounds familiar, but I can't think of it.
It's a steampunk animation done by a former Disney animator. I can't remember his name. He worked on Emperor's New Groove, I believe. He was a part of the staff for the short Paperman. Oh, it is killing me. His name. I'll have to look it up later.
Yeah, I can't think of it either.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. But like, I was really excited. I actually donated to the Indiegogo fund for it, and they actually sent out their rewards a while ago, and they're actually really cool.
Yeah. Oh, Indiegogo to the rescue.
Yes, Indiegogo.
And not to mention, what's his name? The guy who did, The Land Before Time, what's his name?
John Blue. Oh, no.
Don Bluth.
Don Bluth.
Yeah, he's gonna be getting back into animation with a Dragon's Lair movie.
Yeah, that got funded real quick.
Oh, yeah, you can pretty much thank the Nostalgia Critic for that.
Yeah, Nostalgia Critic, they probably just, like, planned that, and I was just like, oh, I want to donate to this so badly, but I'm broke.
I wanted to donate, and then by the time I remembered it was too late.
Yeah.
Well, not that it really mattered because it got funded times 3 pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Like, was there any doubt that wasn't going to get funded? Hello, it's Don Bluth.
And it's Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we need Don Bluth back. He's one of the gods of animation.
Yeah.
Even if he did kind of lose his mind in the late 90s.
Yeah, that can happen, but hey, not everyone's perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, he teaches now.
Yeah, he teaches. Trying to remember. There was a couple people. There's a convention here in Dallas called Industry Giants that we actually get like people from Don Bluth's studio. We had a couple of people from Disney this past year come and speak. It is so cool.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Like the closest, biggest convention we get is Chicago Comic-Con.
Yeah. Well, it's not a big convention at all. It's like tiny. It's done in the same hotel that Nightmare Nights is done in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like tiny. And it's put on by the animation guild here in Dallas called A Bunch of Short Guys. A couple of my professors actually are some of the founding members of it. Mm-hmm.
I wish I had money to travel to conventions outside of Illinois.
I'm trying to save up to go to BronyCon this year. That is my goal. Now, whether or not I can is the next question.
Yeah, I'd like to go too. I managed to go 2 years ago, and I practically bankrupted myself, but it was worth it.
Yeah. I may just want to go and see everyone.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I was still new in the community and didn't know a lot of people, so I was mostly just by myself the whole time.
Yeah. I went to, the first year I went to Nightmare Nights, I was by myself, and I only went for one day. It wasn't that fun. Conventions by far are a lot more fun when you have more people to go with.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely agree to that.
Yep. Like, second year I went, I actually got to hang out a little bit with Lightning Bliss, Robin, Comic Sans showed up for a little bit, and a few other people, and it was like 10 times better.
Yeah, that kind of happened with Ciderfest. I went one year when I didn't really know Toon, and it was kind of boring. I went next year. He couldn't come, but I managed to meet up with Razor Reviews, and it was a lot more fun.
Yeah. Where's that one? Ah, there it is.
Hopefully, I'll get to see him with Windy City PonyCon.
Maybe. Toon's really fun at conventions.
Oh yeah, even before I joined the community, I thought he was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was cool that he got to come to Nightmare Nights this past year. Hopefully.
And
huh?
And A&Y all the way from Europe.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. A&Y is like hilarious in person. Okay. I am pleased where this has gone.
That looks great.
Yes, hopefully my professors like it. So, thank you for joining me in the Watchful Pony for our ramblings. You can go and check him out on his YouTube channel. If I put this on YouTube, the links will be in the description below. So, until next time, thank you for joining us.
Bye.